Quality and everything looks good. Okay, LinkedIn, we are live. Good morning. Good to see you. And YouTube too. If the pictures around me is making you feel salivated, and if you've ever been to any marriage ceremony, unlimited buffet, any of these kind of experiences in your life, today's episode number 79, which is going to be a slightly different than what we usually do, it's going to be a life-changing one for you. Now, unlimited buffets, it started in India just a couple of years back. It was obviously there abroad, but in India, it just started very, very recently. And for me, got, I've always used to see all my batchmates in school and college talk about all these different buffet experiences that they would get. The only kind of buffet experiences that I have experienced so far has always been all the marriage ceremonies and everything that we have attended. Never really had that whole thing of knowing how to even strategize, go and eat and everything. But today's episode, I want to not just break down things in such a manner where I strategize, I eat in the best possible value for money, but also the kind of communication frameworks that can help you get the best experience. Now, there's going to be a lot of brutal truth between you and I. Okay. So there are times when you might giggle. There are times when you might judge me. There are times when you might even feel like, oh my God, what is he even talking about? All in a good way. Okay. All in humor, all in good spirits. But at the end of the day, I want you to understand that at every single piece of the puzzle that needs to fall in place for you to have a good experience is what we are going to uncover in today's episode. Let's buckle up our seats and get started. So, Unlimited Buffet and I go a long back in such a way that I've always enjoyed eating good food. In fact, when I look at all these different food items, even though I'm a dentist myself, I have kind of certifications on food and nutrition and all those things because I just wanted to have that awareness of the kind of food that I eat. And the way, if you look at me, you'll be able to sense that I'm pretty much a foodie as well. Although I am trying to get fit, but nevertheless. I'd never want to let go of the opportunity to eat good quality food. All I want to do is increase the level of awareness of what I eat so that I can eat them in proportions, enjoy the process of eating the taste of every single food item. And I pretty much eat everything. That is also another secret between you and I. Okay, there are certain restrictions, restricted foods which we are not supposed to eat. And I don't believe in that. If a food is tasty, bring it on. I don't really have any such rules also. Now, there are I've had the opportunity to go to these unlimited food experiences with my brother for the very first time. And then with Yogeshwari, been pretty much a lot of times, a couple of offices where I worked, then went with my family as well. And hands down, I can tell you, every single buffet experience that I've ever had outweighs the experience of any catering services. Because when you look at all these marriage ceremonies and all these get-togethers and all, there is always this kind of a reservation that you need to maintain, the kind of gravity that you need to maintain, and the way that the society rules are brought up. Oh my God, you should not feel like you're salivating, and the saliva shouldn't drip, even though the food feels very, very tasty. You shouldn't ask for more. You should eat in limits. No one should look at you and feel like, oh, you never got a chance to eat. Now, all those things is one aspect of it, but the other aspect of it is also, if a food is tasty, what's the what's wrong in asking? What's wrong in appreciating? What's wrong in really giving people that kind of a good feeling? So I always feel that at any kind of a service-based industry, and hospitality being one of them, good quality service equals good quality communication. But then as a customer, you cannot just expect good quality service. It begins from you. And that's what we are going to uncover. I'll give you step-by-step frameworks of of probably the most recent examples that I've had. I'll take one example, which I had a date with Yogeshwari. The other one is when I went with my family, my parents. So it was my birthday, and I'm talking about not exactly last year. Last year, I was not there with them, but the year before, 2024. So I always had a dream that I want to treat my parents because from childhood, they have been the ones who've been treating me. So the logic that I apply is they should get the best experience. So I'm not going to take any names or any centers here in this video because I just want it to be very, very, how do you even call it? I don't want to specifically name anyone as such, any company as such, because I don't have any sponsorships or anything as such. It's just that the kind of way I approached that particular place. So it's like an unlimited buffet. One of the most prominent in India is what I feel. More than 120 plus items. And every buffet comes up with these the four major segments. First is called as the starter segment, where they'll put some form of a grill in front of you, and they'll come and serve the different starters, and you can enjoy them. After you're done with the starters, only when you give them the permission, they will take the grill off, and then you can go for the main course. The main course includes obviously the main course items. Starters primarily includes the different veg as well as non-veg barbecued stuff, which is properly heated and grilled and stuff, and you can enjoy it how many ever times you want. By the way, every single food in the unlimited buffet is actually unlimited. Okay, so when you move to the main course in the starters, they'll come and they'll serve. Main course, you need to get up and you need to, it's more of a buffet mode, so you have to fill your own plate and then come back to the table and eat. Along with buffet, there's something called as a live counter, where you can just walk up, see the chefs in action cooking things. You can ask for whatever it is that you want. They'll cook and they'll give it to you. Either they'll give it to you there and then, or they'll serve it at your table. The fourth is the dessert counter. So dessert counter includes different cakes, shakes, fruits, uh, all forms of ice creams and stuff. So all the buffet has these four major forms of food. So now, the moment I booked a call, usually from the app you can book. So we made that particular booking. Only now in retrospection, I feel that when you book for the first time, you get a couple of additional discounts. So had I booked four different or maybe from two different devices of two people each, that would have been much better. But that's fine, no issues. So I called them. I got the seat booked, the timing sorted, and everything. And my parents, we all went for my birthday. Now we went there, and usually the moment you book, the day before, no, the day that uh, you book, let's just say my birthday is on 25th June. So 24th June I booked. 25th June in the morning, they will be giving me a call from the particular outlet. And this is where the communication frameworks kickstarts that decides whether you're going to have a good experience or not. So the moment the evening before only when I booked, I was very clear about what kind of an experience I want to give my parents. And I want everyone to treat them properly, even if they don't treat me properly. So I called them up directly and I told, even the moment I booked, even before that, I called them up and I said, this is what I have in mind. My birthday is there. My parents is coming for the first time. I set the context. I gave them the entire context. And I said, I'm just a little worried. I just want to ensure that they get the right service. The moment I set the context and give them more information, they can add that as a part of the notes, and then they can give that information to the people, to the restaurant, wherever, the outlet, wherever it is that I'm going. So it's important to set the context and tell every single thing about who are coming with you, who are the guests, what are the things that is needed. I also told that my dad is not a very big eater. What he loves though is a good service. So I hope that is going to be taken care of. And they were like, yeah, definitely, why not, sir? In the morning when I got a call from them, again I set the entire context that, see, my my dad, my mom, myself, and my brother, four of us are coming. My parents are slightly on the older side, so you cannot tell us to rush. I hope it's okay if we can have enough time to eat. We can take our own sweet time. And they were like, definitely, sir. We'll even give you a proper seat where nobody will come and disturb you. I've already made a point. I'm the restaurant manager speaking. Thank you so much for giving us all this information so that we can serve you better. Now, you have to understand, it is not necessary that everyone will know you or what is it that you want. Now, we live in a world, especially in the urban bubbles, where we feel like, oh my God, we are entitled for everything. It's the restaurant's responsibility, the waiter's responsibility, it's someone else's responsibility to give us a good experience. We never take the ownership or the responsibility of the experiences that we create for ourselves. And I sincerely believe good communication begins from the moment when you set the context. So the fact that I spoke to him over call, I asked him for his name. I'm just taking a hypothetical name. I mean, I cannot take the real name anyway for confidentiality issues. Let's take the name no, Tamonash. That was the name. Okay, Tamonash. So I told Tamonash, sir, big thank you. You know, the fact that I got to speak to you and I'm able to give you all this information. Looking forward for a very very good experience. And he said, sir, please, you're most welcome, and we will do everything in our power to make you happy. Because for them also, service is equally important. If they have one good customer, happy customer, they know that they'll get good feedback. If they get good feedback, they'll get an appraisal, they'll get a promotion. A lot of things is dependent on these service industries, specifically when it comes to feedback. So then we go. And the moment we go, what I always have a habit is I always ask for the names every single time. So the person at the reception, he will greet us, he will walk us to our table, and we will sit. I ask his name. His name is Saurav. So Saurav, sir, thank you so much for bringing us to our seats. Looking forward for a fantastic experience. And what I usually do is I always do a little bit of a background check of that particular outlet or restaurant. What is the Google ratings? How many people have given a Google review? What is the overall Google ratings? What is the last initial set of Google reviews that I read? And I tell him about it. While we are walking towards the table, people usually don't talk with the people that they are taking the service from. But I prefer giving a heartfelt appreciation just for that little thing. Because how often do you feel when you go to a restaurant, people are greeting you and they're taking you to your table? For me, every single moment is an opportunity to practice my communication skills, because I will only get a good experience if I give them a good experience. And at the end, as a human being, it's our responsibility. We all love appreciations, don't we? I mean, these people, they work, what, 12 hours, 14 hours a day. And the least that they can expect, even they don't do that as well, because the people who come for these outlets, they feel kind of entitled in most cases, what I saw. And yet there are certain some amazing people I have also seen, they take all the efforts to appreciate. So I genuinely tell them that, I just read these many reviews. This is one of the best outlets I've seen. And the fact that we, while entering also, we're getting a good experience. Thank you so much for this. I can't tell you how much this means the world for me and my parents, specifically for my parents. My mom and dad is like, why do you have to talk so much? I said, you'll not understand. It's just the way I am. So we are seated, and then a person comes in and asks, well, how many of you are veg, non-veg, and everything? And I told them. Then I walk up, I ask him his name. His name was Shekhar. Again, these are all the names are being changed for confidentiality purposes. So Shekhar sir. And then I walk up, I get up, I move out with Shekhar sir, and I give him those same custom instructions that my mom and dad are here for the first time. Is it okay if, even if you don't take care of us, if you take care of them a little more, it would mean the world to me. And they were like, no, thank you so much for informing that to us prior. We are going to do everything in our capacity to ensure that they get a good experience. So immediately the welcome drink comes in, and they get an option of whichever option of welcome drinks that is there. They usually serve one proper form of welcome drink itself, but in this case, they knew that in the menu there are different options written. So I again separate myself out and I tell them, in the menu there are a lot of options given. Is it okay if just for my parents you can bring some other options? They bring some other options, and my mom and dad get the freedom to choose. Immediately my dad is like, are you sure we've come to the right place? 100% yes, we've come to the right. My mom's eyes are all glittery, and it really feels so amazing and special to see them, because they've never gifted them this kind of an experience, right? So for me, it's my birthday and I'm giving them the experience. It feels really good. Then the starters keeps coming up. My brother and I, we are very strict. Please don't give us any non-veg. Don't give us any veg. We straight away want to die with non-veg, which is fish and prawn. Now that's another very interesting thing. So what I personally believe is, because I'm a non-veg eater, if you go to these unlimited buffets, why waste tummy space by eating veg? Veg, so anyway, is always available. The non-veg specialities is what we are looking at. So we are looking at prawns, we are looking at fish, we are looking at the different types of prawn stuff. So that's what we told. But then my dad was like, no, I even want to try a little bit of veg itself. So he comes and gives. So I give them that crystal clear instruction. Just give us one sticks of each. And then if we want, we will ask more. And they're like, definitely, sir, why not? In case if you need anything at all, no, they will follow their standard operating procedures, their SOPs, that they will keep coming and they'll keep asking if is everything okay? Do you need anything else? Do you need anything further? Now, in this case, my mom gets a little worried and she's like, are we allowed to ask as many times as we want? Oh, yes, please feel free to do so. You have to do so. And in fact, just because I had informed prior, they were coming and asking my mom and dad exclusively, sir, is everything okay? Do you want it more spicy, less spicy? Do you want us to change anything, any of the flavors? And my dad loves attention. Now, my brother and I, we are completely focused and we tell Mummy Baba that, listen, we will not be touching up main course. We will focus mainly on the starters. And I and my brother and I, we inform that also to them. And they're like, sir, take as much of time as you want. We will continue to serve till you tell us to stop. We'll continue to serve. So they're and then what happens is after a few rounds, they don't come to your table. You have to call them. Whenever you call them, they are there. But then if you get irritated, oh my God, nobody's coming for serving me, that kind of gets a little weird for you, for them as well. And then suddenly you get irritated. No, you have to they put in the efforts. So my brother and I, we nicely enjoy our prawns and fish. What I always love doing is I get up and I serve everyone in the table with me, and it turned out to be a beautiful experience. By that time, my dad was pretty much done with one piece of starters itself. He's like, "Can I move to the main course?" Oh, please do. So I walked up with him to the main course. I showed him around everything. He took little bit of everything, and then he wanted to taste a little bit of mutton. He's a very big fan of mutton. So I told them specifically that I had already informed that my dad doesn't eat too much of spicy stuff. Can you get us just 4 to 5 pieces of good mutton properly boiled? And they did exactly that. They came and kept the mutton. My dad tried it. He had a little bit of tandoori roti and butter naan also, a little bit. He tried it out. And along with that, a little bit of the fresh rice that he had. My dad didn't eat much, but he had a great experience. And that's what matters most for me. He was done before any of the three of us were done. So he finished everything, and I took him to the dessert counter. He had a little bit of then the live counter is where a lot of other specialities are there. So things like rabbit and duck and squid and all these things. And my dad loves eating them, used to eat them as well. So he eat a little bit of everything, and he tried it out. He enjoyed it. The fact that no one stopped him and people were treating him with so much of respect, he loved that a lot more. So we went to the dessert section, got him his desserts. He got a couple of custards, the fruit basket, a couple of pieces of cakes. He likes eating jalebis, gulab jamun. So he got a little bit of everything and he tried out. And then my dad said like, okay, now I have to go for work. So can I leave or do I have to stay? No, no, if you're done, you can definitely leave. And my dad left. Now, by the time I had built so much of rapport with the people who were serving us, they literally walked up to me and they were like, sir, I think you are a little scared of your dad. Is that correct? Like, yeah, definitely I'm scared. I want him to get a good experience. Okay, good. What else can we bring for you? I said, what would you recommend? And that is when they're like, no, can we bring some additional chef's special delicacies? Oh, please bring it on. And the moment they bring those additional dishes and we are trying out, it is at that point of time when I request them to call the manager, call the head chef. And they do that. When they come, usually when a manager and a head chef is called, they always get the feeling that, oh my God, someone is not happy, so they're probably going to blast us. I exactly do the opposite. I tell them and appreciate with all heart and soul the good things that I experienced in the entire buffet. My mom and my brother is seeing me and they're like, why are you even doing it? You don't have to do it. But I know for sure that tomorrow I will bring my parents here again. They're going to remember me because this kind of a appreciation no one really gives. And I tell them about everything related to the food. I tell them about the texture, about how the food is feeling when I'm putting it inside my mouth, how my soul is happy the moment I'm gulping the entire food down, how excited I am when I'm asking for the next stick of the refill of the grill. I tell them every single thing. I look at myself as wearing the chef's hat and I tell him the experience of an eater, because that's the the stamp, the certificate that a chef wants. And I tell him wholeheartedly how grateful I am to his team of cooks, chefs, who created such amazing dishes and we are able to enjoy them right in our table. It's being served. I also appreciate the manager for taking care of the whole team of hospitality in a way that they are able to experience something world class. And you know what they feel? They feel like this is the time when we really, really feel grateful for the work that we do. Isn't that what we all want to feel? Now, mind you, all these things are just getting added onto the enormously blessed experience of the amazing buffet that I was experiencing with my family. Now, obviously, at the end of the whole eating and all, by the time we are all done, my brother is like, "No, I can't eat anymore." I'm like, "I can't eat anymore." My mummy is like, I can't eat anymore." We still have a little bit of desserts, kulfi, and all those things. And then the cake celebration comes. They get us a cake. Everyone comes together. They clap and they celebrate my birthday. I asked them if we can have the. No, wait. We did that even before my dad left. Yeah, I completely forgot. So before my dad was leaving, I told them, "Is it okay if we can cut the cake right now?" Oh, definitely, definitely. And they come in and they cut the cake. It all is a very, very big celebration thing. My dad is like, "Can I keep? I'll be going home only right now. So can I go and keep the cake in the home?" Yeah, definitely. Why not? And they parcel the cake and gave it to my dad. I walked him to the car, came back, and again we started eating. The moment the whole thing was done, when the billing time came, so usually in the buffet, I prefer going right early. So let's just say you'll have all these half an hour slots. Okay. If you're planning to go for lunch, I prefer going right at the first slot. So it's usually 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock. So that you can eat all the way till 3:30, 4 o'clock. Eat slowly, steadily. No one is going to bother you at all. And then you have the evening slots. If you're planning to go for dinner, I love to go there 6:30, 7 o'clock, so that you can eat till 10:30, 11 o'clock. No one, by the time the restaurant closes, no one is going to bother you and all as such. That way, by the time I'm done eating and I tell them, okay, please, can you bring the bill? And when they bring the bill, they ask for my feedback because I've given them such amazing feedback. They usually tell me to write the feedback as well. And they also tell me to call and give the feedback. Now, this is also the time when I'm paying the bill. I'm talking to every single person who is there. And I'm asking, once I finish paying the bill, can you tell me the names of every single person here who has served in our table? And they give me the names. So I'll give you a list, just a sample, whether it's Shekhar, Saurav, Raj, Rahul, Vivek, all these different names they give me, and I'm taking their names down in the phone. I also tell them, if it's okay, can I have a picture with all of you together? So one of them stands there and takes the picture, and then someone else goes there and I take a picture with the entire team, and if possible, by the time, if the restaurant and all is closed, if I see that they are too busy, I don't bother too many of them. If we are maybe going on a weekend and suddenly the rush is huge, then I don't bother them. But by the time we finish eating, and if that's when I can see that they are all free, I ask everyone to come together and ask for a picture. The reason I do so is because I can then give a Google review, a heartfelt Google review. So once the picture is taken, we go back, and obviously, because it's a beautiful experience, my mom is happy, my brother is happy, dad is happy, and at the throughout the day we keep talking about it. Next day, usually they call for a feedback call. And when I give them the same feedback over call, and along with that over the whole Google review as well, that's when they feel good, they feel happy, and so do I. Now, a different kind of an experience happens when I go with Yogeshwari, because I've had quite a number of buffet experiences. This time I know it's me and her. So we always do some form of a celebration or the other whenever we go. And this time, what we end up doing is we are a lot more strategic eaters. So immediately when we go, we inform the person that please don't give us any veg items. We'll tell you when we need. Just straight away start with non-veg, completely less spicy. So we give all those custom instructions right at the beginning. And I ask politely the permission that, see, I hope I will not irritate you all so much, but I just want, both of us are very, very slow eaters. So can we take our own sweet time? And they're more than happy to oblige. And that's what feels really, really amazing. They bring all the food items, but when we tell them no politely, they don't really say anything at all. In fact, when I'm addressing them by their names, they feel much, much, much better. They always come and ask. They give us those customized stuff that we ask them for. All those things are taken care of beautifully. And every single time, the best part is because I take the lead in the conversation, the guest I'm having with me, they get all the attention. Because I know deep down that it's not possible for everyone to be aware and have that clarity to first give and only then receive. You're getting the idea. So just the tonality, the way you ask questions, the way you even put on your request and you give them the respect. I'll give you one small line only to make sure that you understand. The person no, in our very very recent visit itself, uh, I told the name of that. The person was, again, I'm just changing the name here. Let's just say his name was Sham. Yeah. So I told him, Sham sir, one small request. Please, please tell me, sir. Actually, my my partner and I, we are very, very big fans of the non-veg sections of this buffet. So we don't want to fill our tummy with the veg. I hope you can understand. And he already starts smiling. No, no, I can understand. So can you just completely skip the veg section and bring us the non-veg items starting with prawn and fish? Ensure that it is less spicy. And then he looked a little up, he looked at me a little like this, and then he said, when you mean less spicy, do you want me to completely give you a new flavor called as Malai flavor? Or you would want me to bring you the usuals? And then I said, oh, there are different flavors, is it? So yeah, yeah, yeah. If customer is not happy, we make new flavor, like that Malai flavor also. I said, okay, fine. Yeah, please bring us usuals less spicy as well as the Malai flavor also of both fish and prawn. Only that. So he got, and then he's like, yes, sir, I have understood. I'll bring exactly that. I said, yeah, I mean, I really want this experience to be a good one. Actually, I'll tell you, I've been a little scared to come here because I saw the Google reviews and the last couple of reviews were not that good. So I was a very, very scared. And even now also I'm hesitant to ask. He stopped at that moment and he said, sir, I'm so sorry that you saw those reviews. I'll tell you the truth. Okay. People will come here, they will eat, they will not tell us. And as you can see, this particular outlet is short staffed. So it's not possible for us also because we are handling so many tables all at the same time, right? We have to keep running and rushing. So it's not possible for us to attend to everyone. So they come, they eat when they don't get that service and they go and they give that kind of a review. But I can assure you, I will ensure that your table is properly taken care of. In case if I'm not able to, for whatsoever reason, just raise your hand, just find me wherever I am. You will just see me running around here and there. Please feel free to ask me. I will do everything in my capacity to help you out, and I'll make sure that this is a very, very memorable experience for you. Are you able to see what's the impact of truth, honesty, transparency, authenticity, integrity, and having the right tone? Now, the same thing had I told him, I didn't want to come to this place because I saw such horrible reviews. It would definitely not just hurt his ego, he wouldn't even feel like serving us. And I'll tell you, that is exactly the maximum things that times that they experience. These are people who don't even get the proper salaries, also, maybe in terms of the industry standards and all, but they work so hard. So, just to have that altruistic feeling, to have that compassion, to have the empathy, just to treat them with the respect that they deserve. So, for me, they hold the same respect as a head chef of a five-star restaurant. And I ensure that I treat them with that exact respect. Not just because I want respect, that eventually happens. That is actually the byproduct. It's just because I really appreciate them for the work that they do. And the thing that I say to myself is, if I am in their position, will I be able to do the work that they're doing? And the answer is a brutal no. And that's even more why we should treat them with respect. So Yogeshwari and I went there. We ate nicely. We got everything sorted. In fact, to such an extent where at the end she even had space to eat some pani puris, which we usually will tend to avoid. But we had tasted everything, and then she wanted to just try out those one items as well. And she said that she liked it. What was even more surprising was she also walked up and told the person who made the pani puri that it is so tasty. And I could literally see his eyes glow up. Because for the last, I think when we went there for 4 hours, 4 straight hours, he didn't move from that pani puri place. He was consistently standing and just making plates and plates and plates of pani puris. People are coming, taking the plate, going off. People are coming, taking the plate, and going off. He was literally functioning as a robot. For that few moments, I saw the human in him, the child in him, when his eyes lit up. In a world where technology is taking over, we are always having technology in our phones, and we are also turning as cyber zombies and robots. These are the communication frameworks that makes you, what's that word? Uh, it's like people will never forget, unforgettable. And here's the interesting part. There are a couple of unlimited buffets where I have visited multiple times over a couple of months. Couple of the staff, they got promoted, and they remembered, sir, you have come here before, right? Yeah, I remember, sir. I remember you. I remember you. I said, yes, yes, I've been here. Yeah, your name is Deepak, right? Yeah, Deepak, sir. It's so good to see you. Oh my God, sir, you remember my name? Like he was working as a staff over there. And suddenly it feels like, my God, we are the two brothers separated in the Kumbh Mela and we're almost on the verge of, of kissing each other like that. But it feels so good to have that human connection. And all that happens because we set the intention of caring. Now, if you remember, the episode started right now in the banner also behind me. You get to see all these beautiful food items. It's never about the food. The person who makes the food, the person who serves the food, the person you are sharing the food with, all these things put together makes the food delicious and tasty. If there's any form of anger, hatred, jealousy, frustration, stress, pressure in any of these steps, the food does not taste good. And I'm sure you and I both have experienced this at some point of time. So the next time you attend any marriage ceremony, the next time you attend any birthday celebration, an anniversary celebration, or even booking your own seat in such a barbecue unlimited buffet, I don't care whether you are appreciating the person who hosted you or not, the person you have invited you or not. Please put in an effort to visit and reach out to the people who are cooking, to the people who are serving, to the people who are the head chefs, to the people who is giving you that hospitality, and just share your heartfelt experience. Forget about how they are going to feel. I can promise you, you will feel much better and you will sleep better that night. This one little activity, it's not just that I follow it here, I follow it literally everywhere I go, everywhere. Even in a small little restaurant where I'm drinking a cup of tea, or a big full-fledged place I'm visiting for the first time to eat a burger, or any of these unlimited buffets as well. I follow this method every single time. I don't know about them, but I know that I've become a much better person with each passing day, with each such uh, episode. And I wish and pray the same for you as well. See you in the next live in another couple of minutes itself. The reason I did not do anything yesterday anymore, because I realized that I was finishing at an odd number, but I don't like finishing things in an odd number. I love even numbers more. So you're going to see episode number 80 today itself in another couple of minutes, and that's going to be another very interesting episode. I'll see you in the next one. Love you so much.